Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about State of Decay 2. I was a massive fan of the original State of Decay, but truthfully, I'd never went out of my way to play the second game until recently. State of Decay is just such an interesting style of zombie survival game, as while most focus on a single survivor making you the main character, this game takes a different route. No single person is the main character. It's all about your community. It's a very good view up here. With gameplay mechanics like fatigue and injuries, you're gently nudged into giving characters a break from time to time. It gently pushes you towards utilizing all of your community. The game tends to lean away from being this over-the-top zombie killing game like Dead Rising, and while this may sound a bit bad, it puts you in this constant depressing loop of gathering resources, watching as you slowly drain the county you're in of supplies, watching different survivor groups come and go, watching as your favourite community members are ripped apart because you decided, I know my character's tired, but just one more scav run and I'll head back to base. This game thrives in sandbox storytelling. There's so much replayability as there isn't exactly a story. The mission is as simple as it gets. Live to see another day. The graphics and the sound design just amplify this gloomy, depressing feeling in the game, and the visual storytelling utilized across the map all just tell their own stories. While scavenging, you can find notes left by people, pick up radio chatter from other survivor groups asking for help, or maybe just spread hope to anyone out there. The combat in the game is simple but satisfying, and it genuinely feels like your character's a human and not some super soldier. No matter how good you are, there's a very good chance that yeah, you might survive a small swarm of zombies one time, but the next time you're gonna get caught out in your fight. The game has some very cool base building features to help improve your base's sustainability at the cost of supplies and also noise generated, which can result in large hordes occasionally attacking your settlement. State of Decay 2 came out in 2018, and I've got to say, the game is beautiful, and sometimes absolutely horrifying. While getting some extra footage for this using a FreeCam mod that I found on Nexus Mods, just the background noise of gunshots in the distance and people screaming really caught me off guard. The game offers so much replayability. You can choose what survivors you start with each new playthrough, and the idea that after you've completely exhausted all supplies in the county you're in, you can just pack up and drive to the next map to start over at a new location but with your current survivor group. It's absolutely genius. State of Decay 2 also introduced a blood plague, which is a certain type of zombie that's coated in red blood with red eyes, and unlike normal infected, if you're hit by these zombies they can infect you with blood plague, which will cause your survivors to turn if you don't get a cure fast enough. You can help cut down on these zombies by finding plague hearts, which are buildings where some kind of fungus has grown inside it, and that's the main drive of the blood plague. Everything about this game I absolutely loved. I used to be quite a creative kid and come up with like all these different stories and stuff, but as I've gotten older and time's gone on, I've just slowly lost all of that creativity. But when playing State of Decay 2, the game brought that back for me. That freedom and that open sandbox world with the sort of random storytelling in a way of stuff popping up completely reopened my creativity and just sort of gave me a bit of escapism of just not focusing what's going on in real life and just really getting immersed in this game and these fake survivors made of code. It does an amazing job at getting you immersed and just making you care about the people in your community in the game, which is a very difficult thing to do in games these days, and it's something that hasn't happened to me in quite a long time when I've been playing a game. Overall, if you're looking for a zombie survival game like Project Zomboid but a bit less intense and with more focus on survivor groups than being a single survivor, I'd definitely recommend checking the game out, especially with State of Decay 3 on its way hopefully soon. I'd give this game an 8.5 out of 10. You'll definitely get your money's worth out of the game in playtime. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, please drop it a like and subscribe so you can see when I upload new videos. As always, just like this review, I've been JustUseless, and I will maybe see you next time. Farewell. I now need to, it's absolutely chucking it down. I'm not sure if you can hear it. That's crazy. It's time to go. My house is flooding. In real life.